Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Khoj Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation is from Gauri Mahalla Panjwa. Daia Maia kar Pranapat mero, mohe anath saran prabh tori. अंधकूप में हाथ दे राखो, कछु सियाणप उकत न मोरी रहाओ। कर्ण करावण सब कुछ तुम ही, तुम समरथ नाही अनहोरी। तुमरी गत मित तुम ही जानी, सह सेवक जिन भाग मथोरी। अपने सेवक संग तुम प्रभ राते, ओत पोत भगतन संग जोरी। प्रियो प्रियो नाम तेरा दर्शन चाहे, जैसे दृष्ट ओम चंद चकोरी। राम संत मह भेद किछ नाही, एक जन कई मह लाख करोड़ी। जाके हिये प्रगट प्रभ होआ, अनदन कीर्तन रसन रमोरी। तुम समरथ अपार अत ऊंचे, सुख दाते प्रभ प्राण अधोरी। नानक को प्रभ की जय कृपा, उन संतन के संग संगोरी। तुम समरथ अपार अत ऊंचे, सुख दाते प्रभ प्राण अधोरी। नानक को प्रभ की जय कृपा, उन संतन के संग संगोरी। दया मया कर प्राणपत, मेरो मोहे अनाथ शरण प्रभ तोरी। Anath, orphan. The Guru here is seeking mercy, kindness from the Pranapat, the support of life, the source of life, and he's describing himself as an orphan. And he says, I feel abandoned and I seek your protection. Now, circumstantially orphaned usually means being fatherless or parentless. But here the reference is to being an orphaned spirit that lacks the sense of well-being. That's what being orphaned is, being helpless, being bereft of something. And the something that we are bereft of is our sense of our self within. We lack that sense, and with that we are deprived of a sense of well-being. And that comes only from experientially knowing that we are accepted and loved by the parent self, the Har self. And we suffer from this lack because our core identity is tied up with haume. Haume is inadequate, it is fearful, and it lacks the wisdom to actually overcome its own limitations, which the Guru now begins to describe in this Rahau Pankti. He says, Andhkoop mein haath de rakho, kachu syanup ukat na mori. I'm trapped in the dark pit of ignorance, and my mind fails me. All of my mental guiles do not work. So lend me your hand and pull me out. Andhkoop, the pit of ignorance or darkness, an abyss. It's obviously a figure of speech, but it is a figure of speech for the state of a haume consciousness that is caught in the web of its own making, which is none other than the worldly entanglements that we find ourselves in. And we don't have the vision, we don't have the intellect, nor the wisdom to break out of this web. Hence the pain. And the struggle is chronic, and yet it always leads to the same outcome. That is the state of our life. So therefore, the Guru is hinting to us that we must learn to surrender, to first recognize that we indeed do not possess the tools, the capacities to overcome ourselves. And now the Guru instructs us. He says, Karan Karavan Sab Kich Tum Hi. None other than you is the all-powerful, the ultimate cause and doer. So this is a recognition of the agency of Hukam as being the cause of the universe, as being its law, both natural and moral. This recognition, this realization is a necessary precondition to climb out of this abyss. Because with this realization comes the acknowledgement that Hukam will orchestrate circumstances and deliver us. So it is the development of faith, trust in Hukam, that it knows better than we do. Because tumri gatmit tumhi jani se sevak jin pag mathori. You alone know your mind, and only the destined ones get a glimpse of your mind. So what is being said here is that Hukam, through the Creator, knows what is best for each one of us. It knows better than us how to create those unique conditions which will deliver us from our bondage. We need to trust it rather than trusting our home. And those who sincerely seek, that wisdom will be given to them. अपने सेवक संग तुम प्रभ राते ओत पोत भगतन संग जोरी. अपने सेवक संग तुम प्रभ राते. Why will wisdom be shared? Because with your devotees you share a bond of love. You're loving, you're giving. Not only that, but we are intertwined with the source of our life, like the warp and woof of a fabric. Ot pot pagdan sang jori. We are not separate. So therefore, if we seek, we will find. Pryo pryo naam tera darsan chahe, jaise drisht oh chand chukori. Now this is how we should seek. This is an instruction on how to seek. Pryo pryo naam tera darsan chahe. Pryo pryo is a chirping or twittering sound, which here refers to the practice of bhakti and kirtan and naam jap, recitation, reflection, and internalization of qualities. That is what we have to do. In the same way, oh chanda chakori, the chakori bird that lives and longs for moonshine. Moonshine here is an indication of wisdom, and it longs for wisdom. And then there is also the example in Gurbani of the chatrik, the rain bird, that actually longs and twitters for the drop of rain to actually fall in its beak. That is the kind of longing and desire that we have to develop if we seek wisdom. And now, the Guru is offering us the location of where to find this. He says, Ram Sant meh ped kich nahi, ek jan kai meh lakh karori. The Ram self and the Sant enlightener, the Gur, are actually indistinguishable. But 1 in a million 1 in a million is such a rare one. That is the Sant Enlightener that we have to find. And here, the Sant Enlightener is not necessarily a person, although it can be, but it's spiritual wisdom. We have to find the source of spiritual wisdom. The Guru repeats again, Tum samarath apar at uche, sukh date prabh pran adhori, Nanak ko prabh kije kirpa un santan ke sang sagori. Having described the Sant, the Guru concludes by saying, Nanak seeks the blessing of association with those evolved individuals, un santan ke sang sagori, whom you have blessed with your wisdom. In other words, who live your wisdom. That is the Guru. So Nanak ko prabh kirpa kijiye. Have mercy and give me that blessing. On that note, until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.